Yo, what's up? This is Homeroom with Smooth. Like, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff. So listen, I am here to talk about uh the Black Panther. Okay, Wakanda Forever. Finally, do my movie review because I kind of went to sit on it for a while and and actually like reflect on the movie that I saw. Okay, and actually take in everything, and also like kind of like figure out a couple of different ins and outs or whatever, so I can explain things correctly. Two, I'm also here to talk about the MCU problem. Okay, but before I'm gonna start with the MCU stuff, and to get into that, I have a clip that I want to run for you guys. So without further ado, let's run the clip.
Herself, and now the mainstream access media is admitting that the MCU exists. And one thing is abundantly clear: the MCU killed the MCU star. But before we get started with what the kids call these days the cope from the access media, I think we need to do an updated count of the new characters introduced in the MCU Stage 4, and we'll do it by gender. All two of them, and we'll start with the men. Sorry, ladies. In order of appearance, from Black Widow, we had General Dreykov, who is now deceased. Red Guardian.
I am simple man.
You are an idiot.
From Falcon and Winter Soldier, John Walker.
I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Don't miss out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Looking strong, John. From Loki, Mobius, and Kang, who is now deceased, kind of. From Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Bracelets, Shang-Chi and his bad dad, Zhu Wenwu, deceased. From the Eternals, Druig, Phastos, Kino, and Icarus, deceased. From Moon Knight and Arthur Harrow, deceased. From Thor Love and Thunder, Gore, deceased. And from Wakanda Forever, Namor. Honorable mentions: Mr. Fantastic, deceased. Professor X, deceased. From Doctor Strange Mom. Now for the ladies, this may take a minute. From WandaVision, Monica Rambeau and Agatha Harkness. From Black Widow, the new Black Widow, the Taskmaster, and Melena, the female Mengele. Falcon and Winter Soldier, Madame Hydra.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Actually, it's Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Or Val. And Freckle Jesus, Loki, female Loki, and Ravonna Renslayer, or Girl Boss. Shang-Chi, Zhu Zheling, Ying Nan, and Marvel's Katie.
Oh my God.
The Eternals, Ajak, Cersei, Makari, Sprite, Thena, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, and Echo. Moon Knight, the Scarlet Scarab. She's an Egyptian superhero, you know.
Okay. There's one small correction I want to do. So when we go back here to, all right, run this back.
Marvel's Katie.
So pay very close attention.
Ajak.
Ajak is deceased. Okay, he got this wrong. Ajak is deceased. He was killed, so he didn't do his due diligence. All right, Ajak is deceased.
Cersei, Makari, Sprite, Thena, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, and Echo. Moon Knight, the Scarlet Scarab. She's an Egyptian superhero, you know.
Slay!
Miss Marvel, Doctor Strange Mom, America Chavez.
You don't know anything.
Thor Love and Thunder, female Thor. She-Hulk Attorney at Law, She-Hulk and Titania. Wakanda Forever, Aneka, and Ironheart. For those of you counting at home, that is 15 male hero/villains introduced, 5 deceased, and 27 female hero/villains introduced, 0 deceased.
Wrong. One deceased, and that lets me know he didn't watch the movie. Anyway. I'm gonna leave this up. Actually, I'm gonna leave this up while I talk about just this portion. Okay, so I don't necessarily think like the women are the problem necessarily. It's how they are written that's the problem. If they existed as their characters, sure, cool, fine and dandy. But the problem is a lot of them come off as like I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like this chick right here. Like she came in just super kicking ass and she just got powers. Like, how does that work? How does that work? Um she's supposed to be better than her dad and replacing her dad. Uh, I don't know too much about Echo, so I'm not going to comment on that. She's deceased. They're all gods and all have very unique powers, so I didn't have a problem with any of them. Uh, I don't have a real problem with any of them. I mean, besides the fact the same problem I had with Black Widow, like how is she doing all of this? Um, she's comic relief, actually strong and makes sense. Actually strong and makes sense because you got the little divine power thing going on. Uh, she's supposed to be strong. She's supposed to be strong. Um, again, like in context, she learned everything that she knew, Amanda Chavez, from the other Doctor Strange at the beginning of the movie. Therefore, she's not necessarily as much of an issue when she tells Doctor Strange he knows nothing, because he knows nothing because the other Doctor Strange was more further along in multiverse so matters and things. Um, it's he just wasn't. He was the dumb Strange. Then you have Thor: Love and Thunder. Like she was kind of broken. I'm not even gonna lie. She was a bit OP to be dying. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they just wanted her to be super cool and strong. Marvel, she's a kid. We'll see. We'll see what happens with her in the next movie. There's no problem with either of these two characters because Ironheart is who she's supposed to be. No, Okoye, I mean, this other chick, she's who she's supposed to be too. Like, no problem. She Hulk raging issues like that. I don't even feel like wasting time on in this video, but and because it'll become a She Hulk video. Her character was literally written in such a way to poke fun at the fanboys or the fans, the guys that you know what I'm saying, that it's not even that people were had a problem with She-Hulk being strong. No one had an issue with her being strong. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about her being strong, right? Nobody cared. They're like, okay, duh, she's supposed to be strong. It's her being better than the Hulk. Her telling the Hulk he knows nothing about suffering. Like what? Come on. She knows what her I believe their cousins. I believe she knows what her cousin went through. Her origin story was kind of whack because it should have been the blood transfusion that it was, but they didn't want a man saving a woman. Anyway, stupid. Um, and then you have uh attorney at law. I mean, then you have Titania, excuse me, and Titania is not. I don't have an issue. Like she's the character that she's supposed to be. Um, her being kind of like badass in a way, kind of running stuff from the shadows. I mean, she's like the what happens when the mob boss dies, but his wife is still alive. Like she still has a lot of power and pull. So I'm not mad at that. Uh, I have not watched Loki, so yeah, send me for that. But anyway, that's that, and I think the overall the problem is gonna be going forward is letting the characters that are supposed to lead, like you get look if I go to a movie and it says Ant-Man, right? Right, go to the Ant-Man movie. I need Ant-Man to be the very best. I need Ant-Man to be that guy. I don't need Wasp being better than him because that's just it defeats why is he not that guy? He was the guy in the comics. She helped him. She like Ant-Man was Batman. She was Robin. That's how it's supposed to be, but they're not letting it be that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even like they're making them equals or rivals in power. They're literally just making the woman better. and more skilled and smarter in how she thinks. And I think that's where a lot of fans are having a problem because the source material already written. Like if you watched a Batman movie, right? And it was Batman and Robin, and Batman was getting his ass beat, but Robin somehow was coming to the rescue, saving the day, being that guy, just totally outshining Batman in every single way and every single facet. DC fans will be pissed because the source material is Batman's that guy. Robin is the guy that he's training to replace him. So yes, he's gonna have moments where he shines and he helps Batman, but he's not gonna be that guy the entire movie. You know what I'm saying? Like even with Thor: Love and Thunder, like Thor didn't land the finishing blow. It was uh I don't know what her name was. Lady Thor. We're just gonna say Lady Thor. But anyway, that's my piece on this whole MCU debacle because including the Eternals in this just shows you didn't watch the movie. Like having an issue with them, you didn't watch the movie. Like you just didn't. You just didn't. It makes sense. It was cool. It was cool. It made sense. Uh, then you have what is that? Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So I'm gonna wrap up that segment there and get into Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. All right. So, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Great movie. Okay. Great movie. Great movie. If I had to give it a rating, if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it I'd give it um, like a 8.5, an 8.5, maybe 9 out of 10. Like, and that's just because and like I would the action sequences were lacking. That's what I want to say. The action sequences were lacking. We were lacking action sequences that had meaningful impact and that were thorough and were well done. Like we were missing that. Like they went for all big encompassing battle instead of being a more drawn out fight between Black Panther and Namor. That's what we came there for, and it was like what 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes or so. Like that wasn't cool. Like that wasn't it. Um, I did like her not being as strong as her brother, using her brain to be able to beat him because she knew she couldn't beat him otherwise. So she outsmarted him, which I give her props for that. You know what I'm saying? Like she compensated, like because people are like, oh my god, like I've seen some people like online going, oh my god, how could she beat Namor? That made perfect fucking sense. She used the heat to draw him out. She used her smarts. She outsmarted him. She outplayed him to win. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So she beat a weakened Namor, which makes sense contextually. It makes sense. So I think a lot of people have a lot of issues with the fact that there was a lot of women in the movie, but like that's not uncommon considering the situation. Like you got to realize the dude is dead. Okay, T'Challa is dead. All right, he's not coming back. We're not getting him back for another like couple phases. Maybe phase six. Maybe phase six we see Black Panther, the guy again. Okay, that guy, and it'd be somebody else playing him, and be some weird multiverse thing, whatever, and it'll be fine. Secret War's gonna be able to pay that off, and it's gonna be fine. We'll be able to transition into a new era, and because all the worlds are gonna collide, and we're gonna be left with one great universe, right? One great universe, and I'm for it. I'm for it. I think that's gonna be great. I think it is. I think it really is. But in the meantime, when you look at the movie, T'Challa's dead. The only next person that could become the queen, that could become the head, was his mom. That's how royalty works. M'Baku's not royalty. He's of the ape people. Also, M'Baku serves the ape god. He can't take the Black Panther stuff because he can't be Black Panther because he doesn't whatever her name is, the Basset, whatever her name is, the Panther god, right? That chick. He don't serve her. So he can't become the Black Panther. He doesn't worship the Black Panther. Duh. Um so with that said, the only other logical person that could become Black Panther is Shuri. Shuri could become Black Panther. Makes sense. Uh Ironheart being inspired by uh Iron Man, obviously. Putting, you know what I'm saying, like making a suit and becoming really like dope, you know what I'm saying, with her excuse me, with like her technology and how she like does stuff. I think that wasn't wrong. I think Ironheart was gonna be in the movie regardless. Like I think a lot of story beats were around the same, like were about the same. You know what I'm saying? They just had to change up how we got there because of what happened. Um all the like elite spies and stuff being women that was there in the first movie. You just had a guy in Black Panther that you can go, oh, the guy, he's still the man. It's just you don't have the man anymore, and now you're upset at that. Let that go. Let that go. Okay, let that go. They did the best they could with what they had to work with. Angela Bassett gave an amazing performance. Shuri was good. Um, Ironheart, I have no, she's a side character. Like I have no real opinion on her. Like we'll see what she does in her own series when her series starts. We'll see what she does. But I have no problems with that character. I have no problems with any. The acting was phenomenal. The writing was great. Like everything was cool. It's just it lacked action sequences, and the action sequences lacked the same level of polish and care that they gave the story sequences. And that's what was lacking because in the original Black Panther, the story beats and the fight scenes all carried weight. Everything carried weight. Everything was emotional heart pool, and it was great. And I think that that's where they kind of messed up at. And I'm interested in seeing what Ryan Coogler and them do with number 3. I'm also, hey, Killmonger, that was a great scene between him and Shuri. Like that Killmonger, that was great. That was off. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was absolutely phenomenal scene. And then the way that they did that, where they finally showed like what she said back to him, like the pace where they did that was great. The water scene, the water fight left a lot to be desired. But you know, here we are. Um, and with that said, I would like to thank y'all for watching this video. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me and my takes. I'm all open for opinions. And yeah, I have a great one.